Did you hear what Flair said?
Yeah. How about that? Let me find that for me. Flair was on a podcast, and that would also, Seth, lead to, remember when I was speculating how much opioids he was being given by that one particular doctor?
You threw a lot of theories out there, but this the one of the crazier ones that I thought Flair seems to be backing up.
That, street drugs or getting...
Flair said his doctor cut him off. He said Hogan's doctor cut him off from pain meds.
He did.
And that he had to go to the street.
I know somebody in the Clearwater Police Department. Obviously, I know a lot of people that this case still isn't closed. And did I not say that, was it Fitzgerald or Fitzgibbon?
Fitzgerald. Yeah. Dr. Fitzgerald.
Didn't I say, towards the latter part of this whole thing, I think I said that it's been rumored that Fitzgerald has cut him off and has not prescribed anything. And I know somebody that's investigating this, one of the detectives, and is it Fitzgerald?
Fitzgerald, yeah.
Fitzgerald and to clear his, I wouldn't say good name, but to clear his name, he hadn't prescribed Hogan any pain pills or anything for well over a year. So we were wrong on that.
Send you his latest tweet that he said about, I know it's not him talking, I'm going to try to find that, but he kind of came back on his comments.
There seems to be some controversy over my remarks that street drugs killed Hulk Hogan. He did say that. He did say that on a podcast. I know that. I don't know if that's been pulled. I don't know if you can find it, but we're going to do our damnedest to find it. I was only repeating what I know to be a fact through family members. After 11 back surgery, hip replacements, knee replacement, shoulder replacement, and 2 neck surgeries, I'm sure the pain was unbearable. A doctor, as I know, can only prescribe so much pain medication under the medical guidelines. I've been told that all they did was to help him. All they did was to help him, not to hurt him. To help him get through the night and the pain. Eventually that catches up with you as we know with everybody. He was my friend, a man I respected, and I'm only reporting what I've been told. Lummy, nobody's getting on Ric Flair when Flair says that through family members and other connections, he was told Hogan was on illicit drugs, just like I said it.
Well, look, his first sentence is there seems to be some controversy. So, I mean, he's catching enough heat to where he had to go to Twitter, which probably isn't easy for him to do. Seriously, man, to proofread this.
Let me see if you can.
I sent the podcast. I'm trying to find.
Oh, you did? You did?
I sent you the podcast that he was on, but it's a 59-minute podcast.
Rushmore type legend.
Oh, everybody stole that from me.
What?
The Mount Rushmore gimmick.
Oh, yeah.
I've been doing that since the Sirius XM days.
Did this guy pay Rick? What's Ric Flair's interview rate? Isn't it 30?
It's a good amount of money.
$30,000?
Oh my God!
It's 15, I think.
He
right?
wanted 25. He wanted 25,000 to come to the premiere. No, for real.
And that was a family deal.
And that was a family deal through Brooke. Brooke called him for me. Brooke called him, and then Matt Heller called him. He wouldn't even talk to Brooke because he knew Brooke and I were friends. Matt Heller, who's a very dear friend of mine, said, "Rick, would you go to this premiere?" And he goes, "Not a chance in hell." So that comes back to me. Matt Heller says he's so mad at you and he hates you so much that no.
Boogie Pants hates you?
Yeah.
Ric Flair.
Why?
Just
you've never gone after him.
Dan,
it doesn't matter. It's the whole thing
Dan,
about Bubba and the Hogan.
Dan, Lummy has tried to reach out to all these wrestlers to get them on a podcast, and I am, what's that called? Something non grata?
Persona non grata.
I'm persona non grata. They hate me. And I don't know why they hate me, because I didn't say anything that wasn't the truth.
Go to 4035.
I didn't say anything that was the truth. And do they hate me because I was dead on? I mean, I was dead, balls on?
Yeah, that's why.
Uber over there or get a limo when
This has 1 million views already in 8 days.
everything, there's so much right here.
Yeah, it's all right here.
So this must be at his must be at his apartment because he lives right across the street from Bouillon.
Yeah, he lives downtown.
He lives right across the street from Bouillon. And he goes into Bouillon daily and says hi to Jeff. And he's like Norm at Cheers at Bouillon.
Is this with Neon? Is this Neon on this podcast, Lummy?
This is a double coverage podcast.
Okay.
Called what?
Double coverage podcast.
What type of following they got?
They now have 131,000.
Well, because of this.
Man, it's
Here we go.
You got Wagon Mama.
We got what?
It is Neon.
It is Neon. Okay.
Yeah.
He's very popular.
You've got Balon. You've got the Pearl. There's a lot going on right here in this area.
Yeah. So you keep it simple.
Yeah.
Another wrestler, another Mount Rushmore type legend who resided in the Tampa area, Hulk Hogan, passed away.
I talked to him at the age where he died. I shouldn't say this, but what killed him was street drugs.
But nobody really pressed him.
Wait, what?
Nobody pressed him. Like, he just put it out there.
Yeah.
It just...
Here we go.
Another wrestler, another Mount Rushmore type legend.
Gary, man, put this together with me and my allegations,
And Flair.
and then Flair.
You know, whenever someone says I shouldn't say this, then don't say it.
Resided in the Tampa area, Hulk Hogan, passed away.
I talked to him at the age where he died. I shouldn't say this, but what killed him was street drugs. When the doctor wouldn't prescribe anymore, he was in so much pain. Then he had that neck surgery, and it got infected. So back in the hospital, mentioned 10 back surgeries, 2 knees, 2 hips.
Now, if you remember, he didn't die when he was in the hospital because they can administer morphine and they can administer, Dan, all sorts of things professionally as you need it while you're there at the hospital, controlled.
Controlled professional, just like you said.
Right, controlled professional.
Out of a bottle.
They can get you out of a bottle. They can put it in your drip. They can put it intravenously. There's several.
Monitoring.
Yeah, several. You're being monitored. If you get in the woods, they have every possible instrument to get you out of the woods. If you start having, where it's starting
An
to kill you.
overdose.
Yeah, they got Narcan, whatever.
All this, and then
That's why he died when he went home. That's why he died when he went home. They could keep him comfortable and alive at the hospital. But the minute he went home, he couldn't get that morphine drip anymore. He couldn't get comfortable. He stayed in a recliner. It's the only way he could sleep. Didn't I say all along that it was an OD?
Yeah, I think we have a clip of that.
Well, Dan, if you die from street drugs, that's an OD.
Usually, yes.
If it's not under a doctor's prescription, if it's not under a doctor's care, and you've done it on your own, and you've gone off the grid, meaning off your doctor's grid and your doctor's care now, and you kill yourself. I mean, you take copious amounts of drugs that are not prescribed to you, that's called killing yourself.
Mm-hmm.
And I can't get a wrestler to talk to me. I am the absolute number one dick ever to live in the pro wrestling business because I absolutely. Now, Ric Flair says it, and, everybody, he's going to get 250,000 views today. I say it as it's happening, boots on the ground, real-time reporting, and I'm the dick.
Maybe you should slow your words and act like you're drunk.
when they
Here we go. We got to hit this, and you got to go.
when the doctor would not prescribe any more pain medicine.
And here's the deal, Dan. If the investigation's still open, much like the Matthew Perry deal, who gave him to him?
Mm-hmm.
Was it Ronnie?
Mm-hmm.
Was it
The therapists?
was it the therapists?
Was it his ex?
Was
or
it
his wife?
Was it
his widow?
anybody related to him?
They just couldn't do it in all due conscience, right?
Yeah.
So they went and got the drugs off the street.
Who did?
They.
Who did? Hold on.
Just 2 hips, all this, and then when the doctor would not prescribe any more pain medicine,
Yeah. Yeah.
they just couldn't do it in all due conscience, right?
Right.
Yeah.
What'd they do?
So they went and got the drugs off the street. His body just said, you know what? Bingo. I can't do it anymore.
I mean, if they convicted the people that gave the fentanyl to Matthew Perry,
Oh yeah, it
Why-
wasn't not the fentanyl. It was the
ketamine,
ketamine. Yeah,
from the ketamine queen.
they took the whole operation down.
Yeah, they took it down. They took from the guy that delivered it to the woman that.
Yeah, to like the
shipped it in.
dentist that was giving. Yeah.
So why wouldn't you do the same here?
They should.
Yeah.
I sent you 2 clips of yours.
That's terrible.
Yeah, what a great guy.
Wow.
Yeah, all my buddies are going, boy.
Yeah.
This isn't really a high
Mike
energy
was done.
podcast.
No.
It's a drunk one.
Oh my god.
Flair stays drunk, Dan.
Does he?
Flair's drunk. I guarantee it's an alcoholic drink in front of him.
Jay's here. I'm tagging out.
No IRS.
All right. Good luck, man.
Good luck. Will you text me the outcome?
Yes.
Do I know what?
Remember IRS, Mike Rotundo?
Oh, yeah.
Morning.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's real sick right now.
Sorry
My
to hear
best friend
that.
just had a stroke.
He's running his mouth
Joe
too much,
Gomez.
man.
Yeah.
He looks like one of those old suits.
Knock on
It
wood,
looks
guys.
like old
Yeah.
suit makeup.
Live it out every day. Serious.
You had a great relationship with Hulk?
Yeah. Yeah. Tremendous.
Yeah.
But
It was a
his-
hard-hitting
his-
interview.
These guys just, I don't want to mention their names, just reamed him.
What do you say?
Something about reaming them?
Guys I don't want to mention reamed him.
You had a great relationship with Hulk?
Yeah. Yeah. Tremendous.
Yeah.
But these guys just, I don't want to mention their names, just reamed him.
Reamed him?
Yeah.
Well, it sounds like, Jay, to me, if you were to do this thorough investigation as to who provided these street level drugs, it sounds like Rick knows. If I was an investigator, I'd start with Rick, say, Rick, you say these guys reamed him, and you say street drugs killed him because his doctor couldn't prescribe any more opiate-based drugs, and he had to get him on the streets, and your comment is street drugs killed him and these guys reamed him, then who are you referring to?
Yeah, who are these guys?
Yeah.
It's all going to come out in the media in the next 30 days. You'll read about it anyway. I just don't want, I don't feel free to.
Yeah, no, don't.
Talk about it.
No, I don't want you to. But, I mean, it makes sense.
Lummy, I'm going to start sniffing around.
Might as well.
His body being beat up, like, I mean, the stuff he was doing was superhuman.
Now, Flair says this is coming out in 30 days. Will it exonerate me? Or is it just,
No, you're so
nobody
dead.
wants to give me any due or any credit that I didn't, defame, slander, or anything the great Hulk Hogan or his family or anybody. I just was giving you the honest answers as to what was happening to him medically through great sources. And Jay was with me all along saying, hey, I will accept service for Bubba.
I spoke to the medical examiner.
Diaco law. And if Bubba is so far off base that he's defaming or he's slandering Hogan's great name or your great work, or then serve us notice and we will retract it, apologize, and correct. And I've had to do that over the years. And Jay has received several of 2 or 3 of those notices over the years.
You never retracted those. They were the Phil Campbell ones.
Right. But Jay got him nonetheless.
I got him.
Yeah.
I've got him.
Jay
over the years.
Jay will accept service for me, and every time, and Jay, there'd be many a times where I would go on my Hogan rant, and I'd be like, I got my lawyer right here. Serve me. Mm-hmm. When I would say Hogan's on his deathbed, Hogan had a cardiac arrest, Hogan, this and this, and Jay would be like, hey, listen, if we're wrong, service.
And you were never doing anything maliciously or trying to hurt him. You were trying to get information out, about something that was really important to the public. I mean, people love Hulk Hogan. He's an icon of this community. When he disappears from the public eye and you happen to notice it and then you're right about it, it's just a bit frustrating.
And the information I disseminate is correct. If I was so out in left field and what I was saying was so egregiously wrong, trust me, Hogan is very litigious, and Jay would have been served before he got to his office.
For sure.
It's just 10 back surgeries, guys. I mean, come on.
When you're putting Andre the Giant on your back.
Shut up, you dumbass.
He looked that up. He looked that up an hour before the interview.
Yeah, you shut up. He barely got Andre up at WrestleMania 3.
That wasn't what did it.
No,
it wasn't that. You know what? You know what caused the back surgeries?
What was it?
Dropping the leg.
Yeah, I could have interviewed Flair far more efficiently by saying, listen, for years, Rick, when I hung out with Terry, he always said, man, I should have come up with a better finish that didn't put so much stress on my lower body. Like anybody would like a flying axe handle or something off the second where like something that's when you jump up in the air and drop the leg, you're compressing your spine and your hips every time.
There's no real way to make it out of wrestling, though, without injuries. I mean, no matter what your finisher is. I mean,
but some of them are more harder on your body than others. You know what I'm saying?
Every one of his ends in a compression injury.
Right.
When you jump, if you and I jumped up, put a leg up, and landed on our ass,
What's Cena's finish, Seth?
He does the AA.
Is that where it kind of wraps you up?
He's kind of like a fireman's carry kind of thing, and then he kind of flips you over.
Right. But see, more of that goes on the dude than John.
No trauma on John,
I think.
Yeah, it doesn't look. I mean, John did two guys, at SummerSlam this past weekend, but
that sounds interesting.
Rock, Rock didn't wrestle nearly as long as Hogan, but Rock's got that people's elbow, right?
Yeah.
And that kind of requires you to jump on your ass, and that would be a compression deal.
That would cause some stress on the body for sure.
Dropping the leg, a jab at bones. That's what did it.
Wow.
I go, hey.
God, and this guy doesn't even know anything about wrestling.
If you hadn't insisted on dropping that leg on everybody, you'd be walking around just fine.
But that made him.
I don't even know nothing about wrestling.
That was the funny part of that interview.
Oh,
Yeah, I know.
yeah. I didn't know that. I would have thought it was from the
because you don't know anything about wrestling, you mark.
Yeah, you never teamed up with the Killer Bees of the Mississippi Territory.
No, you know what? They got doctor told him, said, how many times you do it? 100,000 times. I mean,
Let me. So anyway, have Gary whip me up something if he could.
Yeah.
We'll come back with you found a couple incidents of me talking about it.
Well, yeah, opioids, and then also possibly some drugs getting stepped on. Him taking them.
Yeah. And when you're taking street drugs, you don't know how. If I go get some Vicodin or some Somas or some Perks from Walgreens or CVS, I know they're what I'm getting. That's what I'm getting. But when you're getting Somas and Percocets and Vicodins and oxycodones and things like that from Guido down at the gym, you don't know what you're getting. You have no idea what you're getting. And all of it's stepped on. They all step on it so that they can make it go further.
What does that mean? Does that mean it's like
stepped on means that they've cut it up,
additives and stuff?
Yeah,
okay.
yeah, they've cut it up and they've added fentanyl or something super cheap that can stretch it further. So you take one pill, you cut it in half, and you mix and then you take half of that pill and make another pill.
You're telling me in this whole city that Hulk Hogan lived in for a good portion of his life, he couldn't find one other doctor to
No.
do? He had to go to the street.
Yes, because the way the DEA has there is a Dan. I wish Dan was here, but there is a very, 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 very aspect of control now on opioids where they have to put. It's called a triple net. Like Dan's secretary Jennifer, let's say that Dan just does surgery on a woman today, and maybe a boob reduction, something where he has to do a lot of cuts, a lot of blood grenades, and she's going to be in an extreme amount of pain for a while. Dan, I think the highest amount Dan can prescribe is like 26.
It's 3 days now. It used to be a week, and it was after Pam Bondi with the pill mill thing.
So what Florida and almost every other state has done is Dan's secretary Jennifer just can't call in 36 Percocets into a legitimate woman who had major surgery on Dan's table the day before, call them in. It has to be a written prescription on a piece of paper that the DEA gets a copy of and given to the pharmacy for them to fill it, and Dan might be able to give them one refill down the line. But there's no refills to begin with.
Maybe he most often has to rewrite a handwritten refill.
Yeah. And then the DEA, Seth, puts in Dan's DEA number, and this woman got X amount of, whatever. And then that DEA, and it's all put in a computer system. So when that woman, if she would try to doctor shop and go to another doctor, the minute she would go to the pharmacy, it would pull up what she just got from Dan. Maybe they're a day behind, but I'm saying, you can't doctor shop or do any of that.
Yeah, their system's pretty tight right now.
So you got to go get it from Guido.
Well, Florida was one of the worst states with the pill mill thing.
Oh, the worst.
Yeah.
The worst.
It's just crazy thinking about just to take the celebrity and all that stuff away. It's just crazy thinking about a 70-year-old guy having to get pills off the street.